If you don't know already, I love animation. There's just something innovative and so inspiring about it that I love so much. There's just something creative about it. There's just something wonderful about it. It's animation. How can you go wrong with animation? But unfortunately, there are plenty of things that could go wrong with animation. My tiny example, let's bring in the most successful company, Disney. And unfortunately, they're not the only ones. Companies like Pixar and DreamWorks have fallen under the map too. Wanna know why? Let's think about it. What do animation companies do after their first movie is successful?
We happy? Vincent? We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
And how are these companies able to make sequels?
Ah! It's not a liquid! It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface! Ah!
Now, you're probably going to rant and say, "Hey! Shrek 2 was good! How to Train Your Dragon 2 was freaking awesome! And Toy Story 3 brought a phenomenal end to a franchise!" Now, I agree with you personally, but really think about it. When companies make sequels, they can be good, bad, better, or worse. But when it comes to animation companies, they can take a turn for the worse. But now, with that said, let's talk about modern animated sequels. Now, when I say modern animated sequels, I'm not saying they're terrible, I just don't think they're trying anymore. It's just something missing about them. And my big problem with animated sequels is the character development they show. They just completely ruin them. And how, you may ask, my dear compadre subscribers? Let's take a look and see. My first example is Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Now, this might be a controversial opinion to you guys, but personally, I like the Madagascar franchise. Now, I'm not saying Madagascar is one of the greatest franchises of all time, far from it. It's fun, it's cute, it's funny, and it's just 4 animals trying to get back to New York. But then Madagascar 3 came along and then...
Pa, you just moved and you just wrecked it. You wrecked it!
Oh, don't get me wrong, Madagascar 3 was getting fun until the ending. It had beautifully animated sequences, but the ending, oh my god! Not only did they do the opposite of what they were trying to do, but they ruined the character's purpose. Now, you might argue with me and saying, oh, they're free. But I might agree with you, but still, I like Madagascar 3, but I really hated the ending. And I need to explain this freaking scene?
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro coconut, Afro.
Another example is Hotel Transylvania 3. Another franchise I like. The first one, fantastic, and had a really cute love story between a vampire and a human. The second one with a kid, and has its flaws, but it was a fine ride. But free! Free! So you're telling me that Dracula, who built this entire freaking hotel for his dead wife Martha, had to fall in love with this woman? Look, I'm sorry, Gendy. I love your stuff. I know it's not your fault because of Sony, but really, you specifically stated in your first movie that you only zing once. Well, Dracula zinged with Martha. You can't zing twice. So this film is not canon. It will never be canon. You stupid son. Sorry, Gendy. I forgive you now because of Primal. On to the next one. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this mess. Allow me to read the plot for you. 6 years after the events of Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph and Penelope have become best friends ever since. But due to something that in Sugar Rush, because someone wrote the frickin' wheel, they have to go to the internet to buy a new wheel. Simple plot, right? Well, not for this movie. They took what was great about the original Wreck-It Ralph and messed it up. And here's my first problem. Why didn't they call it Ralph Wrecks the Internet? He's Wreck-It Ralph, so what the frick? You know, actually, the film would have been a little bit better if it was named that. Anyway, the problem with this movie is that it was all over the place. It was unfocused, rushed, and it had things that had nothing to do with the main story. Wait, why does that sound familiar?
No!
And not only that, they completely ruined the characters, ruined the story, and crapped on a wonderful creative film. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Remember when I said the plot was to fix the broken wheel of Sugar Rush? Well, the Disney execs decided to change the plot because Penelope wanted to go to Slaughter Race, and guess what? They let her stay there, making her go turbo. Overall, this film was a gigantic mess from beginning to end, though the princess stuff was pretty cool, but still it sucked. Now that we covered those sequels, it's time for the one that completely destroyed its characters, its franchise, and its ending. Toy Story 4! Really, Pixar? What was wrong with Free's ending? It was beautiful. Why did you have to further it? And why on earth did you create Forky? They ruined the purpose of the Toy Story characters. They added new and annoying characters, especially Forky, and it crapped on Free's perfect, wonderful ending. Free's ending worked because the character arcs they had were concluded. No need to further them. They had a happy, wonderful life with Bonnie. Here, you just don't feel the ending. They did the exact same thing Ralph Breaks the Internet did. But, to its defense, they did it a little bit better because it is understandable. There were toys that needed help and needed a new owner. I completely understand. But I just didn't really feel the ending. Do I have to play Gotta Go My Own Way again? Okay.
What about us? What about everything we've been through? Oh, what about us? You know I never wanted to hurt you.
Overall, I said what needed to be said. If you want more detail why I didn't like it, go check out Nitpix's review, Doug Walker's review, and Captain Midnight's review of it. But overall, Toy Story 4 was pretty bad. But as of right now, animation has taken a great step for the future. While animation might be good or bad sometimes, we can at least appreciate the amount of effort they put into them. And there will always be crazy, creative, innovative, and original ideas. All I can say is animation has a great future ahead. And while our favorite animated shows from the past have taken a turn for the worse, we can always remember that innovative, original ideas for animation will come our way. And I'm really glad, because animation is going to stay for years to come.
Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by